Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our AngelBobsOmni playthrough. So, in our last episode, we started the whole module process, and this is kind of a long process because there's a lot of intermediates that I haven't worked towards yet. Like, I haven't really done much of the farming stuff, I haven't done anything with fish, I haven't done anything with crystal slurry, I haven't done anything with gold, so there's so many steps that I need to do to get there. Having just modules here is probably not the best to-do list. But I did do quite a few things between episodes. I took a tank and drove it all around trying to collect a bunch of swamp gardens to hopefully get towards the mushroom potato item. And so I have a lot of swamp gardens. It looks like I have 12 of them. I'm hoping that once I unlock the 10% chance to get the mushroom potato seeds, that, 12 shots at a 10% chance will get me there, is the hope. It's not guaranteed. You could do the math on what the chances I fail. It would be 0.9 to the 12th power, I guess. I did research some vehicle equipment like solar panels and shields. Can't fit plasma cannons in there, and I can't do lasers yet because that requires gemstones. I also worked on a gold chain right here next to my zinc and aluminum chains, just so that I can get gold ore going. I need both gold plates and gold wire coils, so I'm going to have to do both of these here, and I'm going to have to bring up some copper to get the sheet coils going. So I'm going to move these down just a smidge. And these are the tier 2 strand casting machines, so I have a feeling that, what is that, 3 gold plates a second is going to be enough for the foreseeable future. And this is going to be, 6 gold wire coils per second, or gold wire per second. So I think that's more than enough capability. And then copper's going to have to come up. And this needs to be a T shape, which is a 1 to 3. Quick announcements that I haven't made in a little while. Just a reminder that I have a Discord channel that I created just for kind of viewers of the channel, people who want to talk about the games, people who want to hang out. So feel free to come join that. Link is in the comments. I also stream on Twitch, and I'm currently streaming Kerbal Space Program. And I'm in the process of moving, so, and, getting back to normal work schedule stuff, so it won't be the most consistent for the next week or two, but I will get back to a normal schedule, I promise. And I think those are the only 2 announcements that I've got right now. We want gold plate, there we go. Because once I have productivity modules, we'll be able to pop those in here and get a lot more productivity. Speaking of modules, I have changed, and I showed everybody this at the beginning of the game. I have changed the balance a little bit from the default. I believe the productivity module 8s by default are 40% productivity, which feels far too strong to me. I changed it so that they end at 20%, which is still incredibly strong, but not quite as broken. So even if you put, 8 of these modules in something, you're still only getting a little more than double, rather than like well over triple or quadruple or whatever the game had before. And tier 1 starts at 6%, and they go up by 2% from there. Speed, I've changed around everything a little bit. Speed modules are another 20% speed per level. Those cap out at 160% speed and plus 180% energy consumption. And that counterbalances the slowing down of productivity modules, obviously. And then there's the efficiency modules, which are where? What the heck is an agriculture module? Productivity only? Oh, huh. I don't know what that is. I've never seen those before. Only usable for agricultural processes. Oh, that's cool. I don't think I knew that existed. When can I make that? Productivity and efficiency. And it requires alien plant life samples. Oh. That's cool. Because essentially productivity without a speed reduction is also a speed increase. it's a speed increase and a productivity increase. So that's cool. That's new since the last time I played AngelBobsOmni. Anyway, efficiency saves a ton of energy just because it doesn't do anything else. And so I buffed those up to be pretty strong. You know, one efficiency 8 is going to counteract the energy. Essentially, I mean, it's, let's see, energy consumption plus 180, so that's 360. Oh, I think I need to rebalance it because I've liked having it where one energy or efficiency module counteracts 1.5 of these. So I want this to be 240%. So I'll probably buff those up just a little bit. So that'll be 240%. So 2 efficiency modules can counteract 3 speed or productivity modules is the ratio that I think is a good balance. Anyway, let's get these plates set up in our provider. And then hook that up. This is going to be a gold plate. Oh, it's right here. Is less than 6,000. And then this one, we got to bring in copper. So let's get that going. Yeah, copper. I know there's copper not too far from here. That's brass, that's Invar. Let's see, copper's right here. So I could just make this one straight underground, turn a corner, go up here, corner. There we go. That should do it. Now we're making gold wire coils. And those also go on a belt. And we'll have those get loaded in. Need some more green wire. And that one will be gold wire coil is less than 3,000. We're not going to need as much of that. Well, I'll need that for circuits, actually, so let's make that 5,000. We'll let that build up. Because a wire coil is essentially 2 plates. It's like a gold plate and a copper plate. So, alright, so that'll get all loaded in, and the gold's good to go. Just to kind of review the process, since you guys weren't here for it, it's rubyite chunks sorting into multiples. I can't do... Oops. I can't do the system where we only get gold yet. That will require Crystallology 3. Oh, wait. I can do that. Oh, no, it requires crystals. That's right. And I don't have crystals yet. But I could research it. It requires a lot of military and blue science, but I could get there. It's also worth probably doing the rest of these ore extraction researches. They're kind of expensive, 300 blue science and military science, but what else am I going to spend all my resources on? I'm not using most of my power right now. Base is kind of dormant. I also keep wondering when this base is going to attack, and it just hasn't happened yet, but it's got to happen soon, right? You'd think so. I've got plenty of turrets, I hope, but I'm kind of waiting for that shoe to drop. Anyway... So, oh yeah, I was explaining the gold. So then this is saying, hey, we'll run this until we have 200 gold omnitic salt, and then just the normal omnitic salt crystal to ore process, and then we need chlorine gas, which ironically we already have here. But these are made to make the sodium hydroxide for aluminum. And so... I probably should have... Let me make this a little better. I added another one that uses the saline water, actively provides away the sodium hydroxide. But what I should do is kind of mix the 2 processes. So we have... does this matter if it's a 2-sided belt? I don't think so, but let's do... let's just put it on the close side. And then we'll do that. And then that. Okay. So then that will prioritize, without even needing a splitter, that'll prioritize the sodium hydroxide from this. And then this needs to have some sort of priority left, but if it can't go left, then we'll actively provide away the sodium hydroxide to channel 0. And then here, with the chlorine, where's that going? Oh, I was just venting that before. Okay, right. So we still want to be venting the hydrogen. But then the chlorine, we want to have a top-up valve. Okay, let me turn a corner here. And then this one is only to top up the chlorine. Like that. So then we'll use the chlorine from these two first. And then this one will fill up more chlorine. And we also need a check valve. Let me find one. Check valve. Here, because what I want... This is kind of complicated, but it all works. So here we need a check valve because if this isn't getting used, I need to burn off the excess. So we'll have an overflow on 90 and burn that off. So essentially these will always produce sodium hydroxide if needed, and if the chlorine goes above 90%, it'll burn it off. But it'll also use that chlorine first for the gold process. So that's kind of a fancy way to provide both sodium hydroxide and chlorine gas without either one backing up. So this top-up valve we're going to reduce down to like 40%. Or even 20%. So it'll only run if this is basically empty. Okay, so that's great. All the gold stuff looks like it's working properly, so that's nice. We're going to run back down and work on some of the plant stuff. And I wonder if my power... Yep, power usage is going back up after I did some researches. Gotta reproduce all those science packs. Very excited to have some productivity going for the science stuff. I've also unlocked a lot of new recipes. I don't know exactly which ones are good or not, but... Also, I'm not that far from blue circuits. If we look at what's in... No. A logic board. We've already got the solder, transistors, basic electronic components, and the integrated electronics are basically just sulfuric acid, which is not hard to make, silicon wafers plastic, we've already got it, and gilded copper wire, which we already now have in coils, which is awesome. And then the superior circuit boards are very similar to the other ones. They still require ferric chloride, copper plate, and instead of tin, we need silver, which we already have. And then fiberglass boards are the only complication, which is resin mixed with glass fiber, which we can make from molten glass. So, all in all, it's not going to be too hard to do blue circuits. And I might actually be regretting that I'm doing modules and beacons before blue circuits. I'm not sure. Because then blue circuits would allow for some new stuff. But regardless, let's jump in and grab the alien plant life samples. And didn't I do some seed extraction? Did I not get any seeds from that? I mean, I guess it's only 40, 30, 20, 10, 5% chance, but I had 2 of those go on the temperate gardens, and it looks like I got nothing back. So I need these plant life samples to dump into the laboratories for some research. So we'll do that, and then we can research better swamp garden farming stuff. So let me fill up these labs. There we go. And we want swamp farming 2, and then swamp farming environment. And this is the one that allows us to get a 10% shot at the mustard potato seeds. So we'll get those researched, and then we want to start setting up some binifran to make some beans so we can make some nutrient pulp. And it's actually not a bad way to make power either, to convert that to fuel oil using residual gas. You can convert vegetable oil to fuel oil, and then fuel oil to liquid fuel, and then burn the liquid fuel. Or I even wonder, what can liquid fuel do again? Liquid fuel, gosh, liquid fuel. Oh, you can concentrate liquid fuel. Interesting. That's cool. Anyway, yeah, liquid fuel can come from fuel oil and residual gas. The fuel oil can come from, I think it's vegetable oil. No, it just comes from nutrient pulp. That's right. Yeah. And then we also get glycerol as the bonus, or acetone and synthesis gas. Acetone is part of the bioplastic chain, and biorubber, which could be worth it, actually. Biorubber. I don't really need rubber yet, but I don't know. We could look into all that. And then synthesis gas, we already know what that does. And then glycerol is used for what? It looks like explosives and nitroglycerin. Which I think you might need nitroglycerin for rocket fuel. No, that's only for cordite, which is for advanced bullets. Which we might set up at some point, who knows. Anyway, back to this. We want advanced swamp seed extraction. And we're gonna get 4 more of these, so I can just do all 12 in one shot. No, I'll keep 2. I'll keep 2 behind. So we'll do 10. And hope for the best. Where'd the other one go? There. Alright, 10% shots. The odds are with me. Okay, so then the other thing I want to do is set up the binifran farming. And we'll just do that over here. I did get some binifran seeds, I believe, at some point. Yeah, I have 5 binifran, which is hopefully enough to get the seeds going. Yes, 5.5 binifran seeds. We can extract those. So let's set that up in Hellmod real quick, just to kind of see what we need. So beans. Beans from binifran. How many beans did I even have? 1 per second, very small amount. So let's start with, gosh, 5 per second, see where that takes us. So we need that. So we're looking at 7.15 basic farms, which I think you can put speed modules in. Yeah. So I'm going to build this such that we assume 2 regular speed modules, because I'll have those pretty quickly. That's the whole point of what I'm doing here. So we'll build that out, and then we need binifran seeds, which come from binifran, which needs a matrix solver. Okay, that requires a little bit more. Then we need saline water, that's already done, and sand. Sand is kind of annoying. We gotta do the whole mud water thing. So, first of all, we can do washing plant 2. And again, we can rely on modules for the later version of this build. Okay, So my electricity is short. That's very bad. Okay. So we've got enough. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Two, three, four. We've got enough solid fuel here that I can get a bit more power out of it. I don't know exactly why our power is short, because these are running, and these should be all running full time. That's how I set it up. Are we low on water, maybe? Oh, we are. Oh, because I screwed this up. Because when I ran out of power... Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let me finish these up and then I'll go fix that. Because when I ran out of power, I needed the burner version, but then that messed up the overall flow rate, I'm guessing, of that water. So it can't quite provide enough. Is there any sort of concentrated water? Is that a thing? Oh, there is. So grade 1 concentrated water is... What is that, a 3-to-1 ratio? No, it's a 4-to-1 ratio. So 1 concentrated water is 4 water. And I can make that in a condensator. And... You can even make regular... Hold on. What is all this? Omnicompression has given me 2 types of things. So there's grade 1 concentrated, which is 4 water each. There's grade 2 concentrated, which is... What's that? Is that 16? I'm guessing 16... Yeah, that's 16 water each. And then there's concentrated water, which is what? That goes in the recipes. Interesting. Certain recipes, at least. And that's a ratio of, what, 15 times... So it's 60? 60 times compressed? Interesting. Okay, let me fix this. So here, we wanted to undo that and undo this. And heck, let's just upgrade these guys. And that. There we go. So that should allow for full power, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Okay. This is not the most efficient fuel source, but it's still working, and it's just Omnite. That's all it requires, so it's working. Still not enough pollution to get there. How are these trees not dead? That's the other question. They're very polluted. I guess they're starting to die out, but it's taking longer than expected. Anyway. Back to modules. So we are wanting to farm this stuff, so I want to copy this... Ooh, don't get hit. That was close. I want to copy this blueprint because it's basically the same thing that I want to do down here. Because we'll need mud as well, and unless I am forgetting something, there's not a better way to get mud. Okay, let's do this down here, a little bit out of the way, so we can extend those fish farms to the left. I don't think I need lime. And we're going to need quite a few washing plants. So we'll wait for a delivery to come by. And did I have a local channel? Yeah, 4 is the local channel. And we'll put some bots in that. I need to get rid of these logistics bots. I already set up these two, which are the seed crystal splinter makers from the fish water. Okay, so then deliveries are arriving. And then so mud water is made with the same process. So this needs to be a provider warehouse. Definitely short on steel. Here it comes. And this is channel 4. And then we need, let's see, need a few more of these bad boys. Perfect. Okay, so we got all that. Power poles. I need to throw those in this planer because it's messing things up. Electric pole. Where are they? Here. Medium electric pole needs to go to medium electric pole 2. Okay, and then we throw that on here. And then we need... Where's the mud water come in? This one? What is going on here? Are these turned backwards? That's that the problem? Yes, that's the problem. So they need to be like that. There we go. Those seem to be lined up okay. So then I need the water build. We are gonna upgrade that upgrade planer. I guess we need one more thing in the upgrade planner, which is Omni Tractor 2, Omni Tractor 3. Okay, so then we'll upgrade that again. There we go. And we want the water build. I guess just, I don't know, over here is fine. But this time we switch it to mud water. That's over here. And we'll just have a little requester chest for the Omni. On channel 4. All night. I think 100 should be plenty. Gotta get all this powered up. Okay, here comes some Omnite. Let's see if this all works. Ta-da! Okay, and then water. We can run down from here. So this actually needs to be a straight up and down pipe. And we need some extenders for regular water. And we'll have a T. I need a T for that one. Right here. Okay. So water, 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 and then down here we need water, 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 and an L. Of course, doesn't quite fit, but that works. Okay, sweet. So there's all the mud. I'm actually gonna store that in a channel 4 provider because I'm gonna use mud for some farming. And there we go, there's sand. So sand, 2 per second, Should I use bots for that? Yeah, I think that's fine. So we'll put that in a provider on channel 4. And then I guess this should technically be an active provider on channel 4. Because I don't want the mud to stop things, but I'll need a couple storage chests on channel 4. I guess those can go over here. Okay. Does copying settings copy the channel? It does. Cool. Okay. So there we go. So we got our sand. And so that can go away. And saline water. Okay, so let's build this. This little loop. So we need 5 basic farms, which I can't build. Soil. Ugh, I need soil for farms. Okay. Well, how do I get soil? I get soil from mud, compost. Okay, that's a bit easier. Sand and compost. So let's just throw similar here. It's gonna make soil. Now compost, we need a composter. Which thankfully we can build. And the cool thing about compost is you can put anything in it that's biological. So unfortunately I don't have a lot of biological things yet. So I'm gonna have to grab something in here. Like we have 35 of this, so I'll grab that and hopefully we can make enough for a farm. Yeah, there we go. Well, actually, no, that's not going to be enough. We need 15 soil. Oh, algae would be the key. Oh, I can make it from wood. Okay. Never mind, we're fine. We'll just throw some wood in there. Easy peasy. Okay, so we'll just have a little soil pile right here, and that'll allow us to make our farms. We need a bioprocessor, and we need a seed extractor. All right, and now some farms. Okay, so I'll just make this one. Yeah, we'll put more fish down there if we have to. Make this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is for saline water. Turn that to the right. Make that up there. You are making benifran. So let's see. Ingredients, we need sand and benifran seeds. So we'll have our seed extractor here. Seeds will come out and be on the left side. We need a requester chest. Let's see. Let's go that way. Over. Requester chest on the right side for sand. Channel 4. Which is out of the channel 4 network. So we'll throw this on channel 4. Perfect. Okay, so we got that. This is the ingredients. It'll run by all 5 of them. And then the output will go here. this belt. Output priority left to feed the seeds. Should probably have a couple more squares. And then this is the actual output of Binifran and the bioprocessor. Yeah, I don't have modules yet, sorry. Okay, so let me grab some more dirt to make the farms. Soil, I guess, technically. Okay, there we go. We've got our first Binifran farms, and then that will provide beans. And then beans get turned into nutrient pulp via a nutrient extractor. I don't know how many of those I need. I'll start with 2. Beans. These can handle 5 beans a second. That can't even make 5 beans a second. So there we go. So now we've got our nutrient pulp, and I can hook that up with an L here, like so. All right. So now we're just waiting for this first one to finish. That'll put a bunch of seeds into the system, which will then get all of them started, hopefully. Beautiful. We farming. Look at that. Okay, so that'll give me the nutrient pulp, and then we can actually start raising Santa rays. So I need to start with the breeding ones, though. And so we need a couple of raw meat. What just happened? I just lost those 3 Santa rays by left-clicking on these buildings. I don't know exactly why. Let's try dropping them. There we go. I actually need one more. What exactly did I do here? I messed something up. I think that's supposed to be going that way. There we go, 6 meat. Okay, we need 2 of that to be in here. And there we go. Again, left clicking, I just lost them. Oh, I think it eats them. They're food, aren't they? Yeah, you just consume them. So I was accidentally eating those. Dang. Okay, well this one thankfully will make 5 to 10, which will be enough to make more. Although it takes a hot second. How fast is this recipe? 60 seconds, but not even at a 1 speed. Entities missing construction weapons. Oh, that doesn't matter. Okay, sweet. So we've got our Santa Ray thing getting started. We've got farming going. Let's get rid of a couple items here. What else is going on? So I want to catch this when it finishes. I guess I'll just do that. So back to modules. So that takes care of this whole fish thing. I don't have enough, but I have some. And with speed modules, let's imagine that these have speed modules in them. Then I do only need 16 to do what I set up here, and I have 10, so I can set up a few more. Okay, so we need 2 Santa Rays. Oops, left-clicked again. 2 Santa rays. Move this meat over. Okay, that should sufficiently get things started. So that will first feed the Santa rays back into itself. Oh, that does need to be on the other side. Then it will give the Santa rays to making meat, which will first feed the meat back to the Santa ray breeding, but then send the meat out. So that's our meat production line there. Then once that's all backed up, then the Santa rays will go out this direction to feed the Santa ray petting, which the primary goal of that is to make polluted fish water. Okay, got it. That should all work. And then I can just give 4 more Santa rays to this process. Okay, so then that's all a thing. I have enough of those buildings. So the crystal stuff is next. So let's focus on crystal stuff. So we need crystal grindstones. And we need crystal powder. Or crystal slurry, I guess. Which comes from crystal powder and water. And for some reason that name is glitched out. The underscore, underscore, one, underscore, underscore. That's not what it's supposed to look like. But that's fine. So then what we'll do is we'll go in here. We'll add a recipe. Slurry. Crystal slurry. There we go. So we need a grinding wheel, which is, ooh, silicon carbide and steel. Silicon carbide is silicon powder and carbon. And silicon powder is just silicon ingots ground up. So we can make all that up by the silicon area. And then crystal powder is the tricky one. So, wait. Oh, there it is. That's what we want. So we want to use a milling drum. And we need to unlock that recipe. Crystal dust milling. There it is. Okay, what happened? I guess we just didn't have enough Santa rays to make meat. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. So we'll take that, put that there. Okay, hopefully that will get things rolling enough. Because we have to fill this line before it'll start making meat, I guess. But now we have enough for 2 more each. Alright, so then the milling drum, used milling drum versus milling drum, we just need to kind of set that up as a loop. It's kind of like barrels. We just have to lubricate the milling drum, make a few hundred to start. And then crystal dust... Okay, lubricant's already there. Crystal dust comes from... Oh, interesting. I guess there are some biological products that make crystal dust, but generally it comes from geode processing. So we need 6 crushers and then a geode washer, which we can do right here because we already have the mud water. So geode, or I mean crushers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then geode washing comes from a washing plant, so we'll set that up. And then I think we'll be done with the episode after that. Oh, and look! It's official! We have our first crystal splinters. And I'm gonna put those in a channel 0 provider, because I don't actually know where I'm gonna end up providing those yet. Might be a different block. Hopefully we have enough Santa rays. Let me actually just make a little bit more meat there. Okay. Okay, so the geode washing is heavy mud water, so that's going to be... We need a very small amount of crystal dust, so one of these should be fine. This one creates heavy mud water, so that's right here. So I can just do something like that. Hook those up, and then the water here. Let's just do something simple. So that just needs to be a T. There we go. Okay, so now we have this mess, which now needs to get 6 crushers doing their work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bam, 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 bam. Let's do that. Copy. Okay. So that's actually dumb. That's not gonna work. Hold on. Please hold while your party is reached. What we should do is set up those 6 around a silo. That's going to be easier. That needs a little bit more space, probably. One, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. We're just kind of doing all sorts of ugly things here. Let's first make the result we want. Because if it's around a silo, then I don't have to worry about sorting 3 different belts worth of crap. Because that's kind of annoying. I think. I don't know. What am I doing? Okay, so silo. Can I easily fit 6 around it? 2, 3. Yeah, I mean, I can just do something like this. Takes a lot of space, I guess, but... So we'll just do that. And then... that'll all get put into there. We have... one of these for each building, and then we have an output for each building. Like so. And then we just have to line these 6 up. Okay, and that should do it. So this will stop running in if crystal dust is less than 1,000. Then we also want a liquefier, and we are going to mineralize the water to get rid of crushed stone. If we were being hyper efficient, we would, where's mineralized water? Does it exist? There it is. Crushed stone and water. If we were being hyper efficient, we would probably put that back into the network, but it's a small enough amount that that doesn't feel worth it. So we'll just do that, and then clarifier away. That. So that gets rid of the crushed stone. So then we just end up with crystal dust. This one's not hooked up right. There we go. I guess we'll put one more inserter just to make sure that's all running. And there we go, crystal dust. And I will then, just to have it, put a channel something. Just do 2 stacks. Alright, so then the crystal dust goes to an ore powderizer. Ore powderizer. And we'll just do that right here to make crystal powder. And that will go into a provider. And we need a requester. These need to be filters, because it'll be an active provider for the milling drum, used milling drum. This needs to be requesting a milling drum. And let me go make some milling drums. Where's my lubricant? Lubricant is up here. Milling drum. And steel plate. I'll just feed it you for now. And then we'll just have to set up the one that relubricates them, because once I have enough, I don't really need more. And I think this is where we're going to call this an episode. So we've got the milling drums going. Now we are crystal dusting. This needs to be just, oh, powder. There we go. All right. So crystal powder is a go. And then that crystal powder is used for what again? Crystal slurry. And then we need some grinding wheels. But we'll get all that in a second in the next video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you all next time.